In a matter of minutes, the thief walks over to the car, goes under the car, gets that catalytic converter, and poof, he's gone. We know here in Central Texas, with that much rain, we're bound to see flooding. Here at Brushy Creek in Hutto is the perfect example. There were some tension-filled moments, and you can see that from this burnt down car here. We showed you that video of it on fire. Well, this is the aftermath. The damage out here is extensive. We're taking a look now at one of the small businesses in this area where half the wall is completely down. You're looking at their back office. We have gotten used to these quiet streets, but later today, this may not be the case anymore because that stay-at-home order not in place anymore.
I am doing awesome. I'm clearly getting started here. I have the entire park to myself.
But first, I want to give you a lay of the land here. You see this building to the left? That's the Children's Medical Group. That's where police responded to that hostage situation. 5 minutes ago, it was really calm. And then we looked to our right, and all of a sudden, all these volunteers and nurses made their way in. It has been 601 days since the Round Rock Express have played here on this field. So the team is excited, the fans are excited. Not having a ride to the polls is a common reason some people don't cast their ballot, but many organizations are trying to break down that barrier. We've got a sparkler for each decade we've made it in the 21st century, and coming up, we're going to talk about how you can make this New Year a safe one. And oh yeah, we've got some fireworks for you. A small town with so much hope is holding on to that after an unwelcome storm destroyed the core of their community.
It's been a lot. We've had a great outpouring of love from this community. We've formed so many bonds with everybody here, and everybody's become family.
Staring at the inside of her business from where a wall used to stand, Amanda Powell is still trying to process what happened.
What's going to happen with the buildings? You know, we've heard that they need to demolish them, push in the fronts to get it out of the roadway.
She opened Bertram Blend and Boutique in 2019 and has already battled the ups and downs of COVID. Now this.
Kind of sit and wait. We don't know what's going to happen now at this point.
As Bertram residents slept in their beds, at least 5 buildings and businesses along Texas Highway 29, which is about an hour outside of Austin, were hit by the storm. Some of them battered to the ground. Earlier this morning, Bertram Police Chief said thankfully nobody was hurt.
We've been pretty lucky.
Meanwhile, as debris lines the streets and roofs lie on the ground, the people in this community rose with the sun to see how they could help.
Everybody comes forward and answers. Everybody comes forward to help. This is a real giving, loving community. That's the nice thing about it.
While crews might not be able to salvage some of these historic buildings, they won't lose the bond that will lift this community back up. Still and quiet. It's not quite the sound this Dripping Springs neighborhood is used to. But inside this home, the Herrera family is making their own noise.
I'm so grateful because I got to dance with everyone inside my family.
When Chloe's father-daughter dance at school got canceled because of the coronavirus, her parents were not going to let her miss out on the memories. So they started planning, and Chloe's brother, Alexander, joined in on the fun.
We came up with food ideas. What do we make?
Cookies.
Next up, picking a theme.
It was Winter Wonderland, it was zoo animals, and it was a spring theme.
Of course, you have to dress to impress.
She found my dress and she curled my hair. A shawl with the bow tie.
And finally, no party is complete without the right jams.
I picked Lightning and the Thunder.
Lizzo.
Swim Rain by JoJo.
Oh, and I picked Dance Monkey.
And on that Saturday night, the Herreras danced like nobody was watching.
I think this will be the night that I'll remember out of all this.
Because, well, nobody was.
It was awesome.
Now, I did tell Chloe that I would also dress up for this. So, Chloe, here is my black and sparkly dress for the dance. And the Herrera family hopes that their story inspires the rest of you to just make the most out of your time together. Reporting from, well, my apartment, I'm Tori Larned, KVUE News.
This week's Forever Families, KVUE's Tori Larned heads out to Berkeley Farm with Michael.
And guess what her name is?
Hot dog.
It's hard not to smile
think you should put her back with her mom.
You think I should?
Around this young boy with such a big heart.
Can I go over there with you?
It's hard not to laugh.
Your hand, and just put your hand out flat.
Around this boy who has lots of silly moments.
Oh, fudge!
It's hard not to feel like you belong.
Which is your favorite?
All of them. I don't have a favorite. They're all my favorite.
Around Michael, who makes everyone feel important. These are just a few things I learned about him in the hour we had together.
You blinked.
No, you blinked also.
No, I did blink first. You blinked after me.
This 9-year-old loves animals. I mean, check him out with these goats. And the baby piglet. Safe to say, he gave him almost all of his attention. But when he isn't around animals, he also likes playing sports and being around his friends.
I like them. They're really fun. They're kind, they're friendly. We share stuff a lot. We get to hang out with each other a lot. We're just really good friends.
Michael has a plan for his future, but there's one space he needs to fill in his life.
Have a good family that really cares about me, that won't send me away. That's what I would like to have.
And if you give him a chance, you'll see exactly what I see. A beautiful soul just trying to find love.
If your family's watching, what would you like to say to them?
Tori Larned,
I love you.
KVUE News.